Valdosta, not only known for its championships, but also known for the local eateries owned and operated by the ones who live within the city. Join us in exploring some of the best restaurants in Valdosta so that we can put you on. Come on.
Larito.
Barista. Alright. So in here, eat clean. What type of things are you serving? What is your menu consisting of?
No red meat, so it's no pork, no beef. It's mostly sort of based off loosely based off a southwestern diet. So we have that or Tex-Mex kind of
Tex-Mex.
mix,
Okay.
kind of mix.
Okay.
But we do carry shrimp, halal chicken, and fresh salmon. Halal is Arabic. It is the Islamic version of kosher. Same thing in Islam. We have such things called the halal, which in Arabic means permissible or allowed to take
Okay.
part if it's, or the opposite of that's haram. If you haram means you can't do it. Halal means it's allowed. Yeah. So halal chicken is basically chicken that's been raised a certain way, and also butchered a certain way, because Muslims use a halal meat whenever they have a festival or they break an Eid or things like that. We have to use certain meats in the festival, so we just can't eat anything. And so we know in Judaism you have kosher salt and kosher food where the rabbi prays over the food. Created for us my business partner, Timothy Bryant. We kind of had a brainchild experience in the coffee shop. He kind of took it, and it was actually his brainchild to do the Son of Eat Clean. He noticed that if you look around, there's no other options in Valdosta. We have McDonald's here, you have a chicken place here and a fried spot here. You even go to restaurants, everything they cook is dipped, fried, and sauce or something. So he just kind of noticed there was no healthy options, especially for our people, especially for the black community. There's no options. You hear all the time of food deserts. That's why we don't have fast foods, or that we wouldn't eat this kind of food. And he didn't believe in any of that nonsense. He believed there's no such thing as a food desert. They're man-made. People create food deserts on purpose. It's not an accident that there's no fresh foods in the hood. It's no accident that there's only liquor stores and gas stations, and it's cheaper to buy a bag of chips than it is to buy one banana in a gas station. That's not an accident. And he just kind of realized that. He made an idea like, he's going to purposely put a health food tailored in a quote unquote food desert, because we do like to eat healthy, and it is our people dying of high blood pressure, the preventable diseases that you can easily not die from. So it's a way of kind of re-educating on how to eat healthy. So I went to certain things he's been doing, but he has actually been involved in communities and certain school systems behind the scenes. But definitely, we're, especially when I take over in January, we're working on some programs to kind of help educate people how easy it is to actually eat healthy. There's a misconception that it's hard. It's actually harder to, it's not even expensive. It's one of those things that they put out there. It's put in perspective. Let's think about it. When you go into Walmart, right, or any grocery store, you have your produce section. As soon as you walk in, there's a produce section, right? And then you have to walk back, and there's a frozen food section of the same food that's fresh in a bag. Now that bag's gonna cost you $6.99 for broccoli. You can walk right up to the produce section and get fresh broccoli. Excuse me, you might have to chop the head off the broccoli, but that broccoli costs you $1.59.
I mean, yeah, and you can freeze it yourself
So it's not expensive. We go out our way
to make
to eat unhealthy. You'll wait in McDonald's line for 20 minutes for unhealthy food. So it's not expensive or hard. We live in South Georgia. We can literally pick up a rock right now and hit a farmer. Your grandparents are probably farmers with their own food. So we know what healthy food is. We were raised around healthy food. Our problem is, culturally, we was raised that when you take this pot of greens, you should throw some pork in it.
I
If you don't throw pork in that green, it's a superfood. If you take a turkey leg instead of a ham hock and put in that pot of greens, it's a super green.
Say would be your favorite. You know, we come in here practically every day. What would you say is your favorite thing to get, or what would you suggest?
My favorite smoothie is a Long Story, without a question. The Long Story has the smoothie with the pineapples, mangoes, strawberries, blueberries. I like one is a fruit cocktail, and I really love it because of what the name means. The name stands for my partner's stepfather. He passed away a few years ago, but he would always say, ask me how his day's going. He always like, well, it's gonna be a long story. So, so we actually named that. His mother, Tim's mother, actually named that smoothie after her passing. So that's my favorite, flavor-wise and meaning-wise. Food-wise, it would probably either be the shrimp bowl. The shrimp bowl. We every morning we're one of the few places, if not the only place, that either me or him is up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. We're at the fish market. We're getting the fresh salmon. We're getting the fresh shrimp. That's why we sell out. People are like, why we sell out? Because we literally, it's a conscious thing. We don't buy more than we're going to use. There's a few things. It saves us some money as a business. It puts less trash into the community. The food stays fresh, because I've been cooking for 15 years. And people love to say, I don't eat leftovers. How many people say, I don't eat leftovers? Well, if you eat out in a restaurant, you're eating leftovers, because there's no way they can cook for 50 people right now. And y'all all show up at the same time. So all that food is prepped on Monday and Tuesday. And it's cooled down properly. And that's why it tastes so fresh, because there's so you can do it where it's fresh. But in all, it's still leftovers.
No, other than that, right? What are your hours of operations, just so that the people can go ahead and know when you guys are open?
We're here Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9. We're here for 12 hours.
Barbecue, one of the oldest cooking styles known to man. Come join us to explore one of the most home stylish, welcoming, and graceful barbecue restaurants with Wanda Walters.
Hi, I'm Wanda Waters. I'm the owner and operator of Giorgio's Barbecue. Just wanted to thank you for listening, and stop by and come and see us sometime.
Start your business. What was your inspiration to get back in the kitchen, or get in the kitchen?
Well, it was my passion. I'm retired from the Department of Justice. I used to inspect federal prisons, and what I wanted to do was, when you retire, you kind of want to do your passion. And so I started out with a food truck.
Okay.
So I had a customized food truck that was probably one of the first in Valdosta. And I ran that for like 6 years. And I got to be so busy that it was just too much. I mean, I didn't, as far as the food, carrying the food around, and I just had too much business, so I said I need a small restaurant. I didn't want anything big because I studied the restaurants and the overhead, your costs, your food costs. The IRS gives restaurants up to anywhere from 40, maybe 60% of your income goes towards your food costs.
She is absolutely correct. Due to the pandemic, there has now been a double for a food supply demand. Now that we are back into a more normal schedule, the prices for the food has gone up. We were able to find a graph on how many people have been staying home and cooking instead of going out since everybody has been back from the pandemic.
And for the people, what are your office hours? What can you?
My business hours are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I start lunch at 11:30 and until 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Now I only stay until 8, 7:30 or 8 on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday night I may stay till 9, 9:30 or 10, the same thing. I stay later on Friday and Saturday because that's when people eat out more. Those are your money making hours. Your Friday and Saturday when people get off work, they've worked all week, they don't cook, they get food for the family, and that's when I'll be booming on Fridays. Friday is the real big day, Friday and Saturday, so I stay longer. And a lot of people get off work and they want a good hot meal. And I started doing that because a lot of people were like, you closed? So you think about a lot of your larger restaurants that stay open till 10. So you gotta give people a chance to eat. Those are usually my hours. Now I'll stay, my off days are Monday and Tuesday, but I will work on those days if it requires catering or special order, or if I'm just up here doing cleaning or maintenance or something like that. But the business hours are Wednesday through Saturday. Like I said, you can talk to me, but I really would like you to talk to me some, but just if you can stay a little while and see the customers, they're about, the business is really about them.
Okay.
I have people that have been coming to me for, I've been in business 16 years. They've been coming 16 years.
Harry Hezekiah.
Okay, and how long have you been coming to Giorgio's?
About 2 years, somewhere between 2 and 3 years when I discovered this little place.
Okay. And what made you discover this barbecue lounge?
Well, I have rode by several times because I work in this area. I do remodeling. And I would see it and I was just curious as to what they sold over here, how good the food was. And so I came over one day and I've been hooked ever since.
Right.
I mean, the sauce, the taste of our food. I also like the setting. It's very intimate here as opposed to a fast food restaurant. And Wanda, the owner, is she's very friendly and very knowledgeable. I like coming up here talking with her probably as much as I like eating her food. So yeah, we discuss books and all kind of stuff. So I come here, I make it my business to come at least twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
Okay, and how does it feel to support a black business?
It feels real good. It feels real good supporting her because she's just good people, period. But it feels good supporting a black business as well, knowing that she's hard, she works hard. She's a hard worker and I respect that a lot. And so I just, yeah, I'm very glad to be supporting a black business, but her business in particular.
What would you say to people, like, what would you recommend for people who have never tried Giorgio's before?
Well, all the food is good. I'm gonna start with her cornbread, which I'm sitting here waiting on her to get ready for me now. I love cornbread, but I love the food. Her barbecue sauce is the selling item for me. She could put it on bologna, I'd be here.
So like I said, if I'm not satisfied with it, then the customer's not going to be satisfied. So if you remember that, you will always be okay. A little bit of sauce just to add flavor. Good barbecue really doesn't need sauce. I don't like mine with sauce. I like the smoked flavor.
You know, it's just good. And then, like I said, this personal care and touch that you get from her, all of her food, it tastes like it's had a lot of tender love and care put into it. And you can taste that, you know? And so, yeah, I'm hooked. I'll be here as long as she'll have me come by. And every time she gets something new, I try it, you know? But I'm kind of hooked on all the chicken. I eat the chicken, the half chicken she cooks, the thighs, the wings, it's all excellent. So,
Low and slow is key. Now it also depends on the size of the rib that you're cooking. I mean, some take a little longer than others, but you usually want to go with a smaller rib that's meaty. I like the Pitmaster because they're guaranteed tender. They don't have a lot of fat. Remember, you cannot touch ready-to-eat food with your hands.
Cannot.
No, that is a no-no. When you meat and expect it to be tender and juicy, you get what you pay for. Right. So I generally get, it's a volcanically active, yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
All right, so this is the sausage. This is the sausage.
That shit really does.
What is that?
Morgan,
Yes, ma'am.
that's my flounder platter. Can you get that on me? I'll make that tomorrow.
You're making. I'm coming tomorrow for that flounder. I don't know.
Y'all were gonna come back and do some more stuff tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, we're probably.
No, like sauce is great, but honestly, this is a no sauce. This is no sauce cooking.
And you gotta see that.
I don't need no sauce for this, but it's good that it's on here.
The loaded. I'm back because these bigger restaurants. Like I told
Couple days, see no more issue.
yeah. As a person, yeah.
Look over, I'm just saying, if I laugh out here, you ain't over.
Really, yeah. And
It's
yeah.
kind of a
Well,
balance.
thank you. Yeah.
Woo! All right, so we done explored some good eats, and I'm finna go hit these sheets. I'm finna go to bed now. I hope y'all paid attention and visiting these good local owned and operated black businesses. We out.